Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's reading. My name is Mira, and this is Age of Aquarius Oracle. I felt guided to do this reading, and it's again, what are you healing or what are you processing within your archetype at this point? And I pulled the archetype of the king. And one of the sigil cards from the blind spot oracle cards. I don't remember right now what is this card about, interestingly. But nevertheless, I will pull out a couple of oracle cards to see what you're going through and maybe to see if this reading might resonate with you. And then I'll do a tarot spread and maybe do some clarifiers. I will be definitely reading from the book, from the Blind Spot Oracle, and at the end I may or may not pull another oracle card. And also I'll pull some letters. I don't know, I felt guided to. Okay. I think that's about for the very long introduction. Sorry. Also, I was not planning on doing a reading today. I mean, sorta. I felt the itch yesterday that today maybe I should do a reading, but then I look at the clock and I said, I don't have enough time anymore, so maybe not today. But I really felt the itch, and the itch must be honored. So here we are. I'll shuffle a couple of these out. One we can already see. Cold control, silent observing, hiding feelings, secretive, blocking emotions, mask. Okay. So about the archetype of the king, right? That's the ruler, the emperor, head of the clan, of a team, a company, a family. And it's about the sacrifices that the king makes to be a good king. How, yeah, we'll see what will come out from the tarot, so I don't get ahead of myself. The card describes, of course, the light and the shadow. Is that it? That one card? Okay. All right. So, number 54. As I said, I already forgot what it was. I briefly saw it when it fell out and I checked it, but I didn't read everything, and I definitely won't read everything that is in this book. I don't know. either pause the video, get over the text, and then maybe highlight some sentences or the advice that is distilled out of this card. So the positive, to briefly describe it, that you are maybe oppressing yourself to express positive things because you're afraid it will lead to negative things. Okay, this kind of fear of happiness, joy, hope. Okay, a lot of responsibility that comes with the archetype of the king, right? It is or can be very heavy. We got cold control. I already read from this card. Jupiter, action, expansion, growth, pursuing passion, adventure, new opportunities, fortune. Okay, also very manly card. Sorry, that's my cat ringing because she wants to go outside. The sun is shining through the windows and she thinks that it's nice 20 degrees outside, but it's about 5 or 6. I don't know. Just a sec. I'll pause. So, I left the balcony door open, so there will be probably background noise. But with the incense burning, it's not actually a bad idea. And south note, comfort tone, resistance, fear of the new, clinging to old ways or situations. Okay. Maybe also worth checking um, your astrology chart. What is going on there for you? Trust your path. Listen to intuition, seek direction, and embrace discovery. Answers reveal the journey within. And the other side is Pathfinder. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. Okay. I get a new deck, so I will be using it today. This is the Westwood Tarot. It's quite large, but what is worse, I got one that's even larger. If you can believe it, I can barely hold it. And I don't know if I have small hands. I don't think so. I'm relatively tall, so yeah. But that will be fun to use. I will use it. Challenge accepted, you know? Oh, I think I will be shuffling it sideways because that was actually easier, which is not so easy with this one. With some decks, it's good both ways. With some, just one or the other. Okay, so let's do a spread. Let's see. 3 cards for what is going on in your life. 3 cards for what are the challenging energies, and 3 cards for supporting energies. This is actually quite a, I don't know how to call it, girly or fairy like tarot, and you're not a fairy group, you're either the warrior or the pathfinder collective, but um I checked with the spirit guides if I can use it or if I should switch the deck, and they say it's fine. So we're using the fairy deck. All right. So Two of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups. This is watercolor paint. Yeah, I paint on the surface. I know it's yeah. Well, it will wash out, and it's black, so staining colors not a problem. Yeah, I got recently into watercolor, and yeah, some purchases happened. Every surface in my kitchen and living room is covered with, um, you know, drying paper with swatches and salt experiments and uh, granulation experiments. Anyway, um, Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's get all of the cards. Four of Swords in reverse. Ten of Cups. Mm. Yeah, and this is the challenge, right? This is the your responsibility to deliver the Ten of Cups. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. Interesting. And the Hermit in reverse. In this deck, it is called the Seeker. And on the bottom, we have the Star in reverse. Whew. Okay. So, currently, it feels like you have a lot on your plate. And lately, it feels like it's been too much. It's totally out of balance. You can't keep up with the things that are constantly happening, needing your attention, resources, whether it's time or money. Things are sort of piling up. It's not too bad yet with the Two of Pentacles. There could be worse case, but maybe we can clarify later. But I first would like to go through the complete reading in case the clarifiers. I don't know if this is a good idea to do it like that. I know mostly, I don't know, other readers do it differently, but let's go with it. A Four of Cups. What I'm getting is that you're really feeling alone, abandoned um, with your problems. Like there is no one you can share, no one you can call and complain that this is just too much and that you need a week of fishing vacation or something. Also, what I'm getting, yeah, with the archetype of king is a lot of um, male energy, but or masculine energy, but it doesn't mean you are necessarily a man, but it's like the majority um, of the energy is quite masculine, but you can be a woman in that position, right? Because in these times we had a lot of women that are the head of the family, They are the sole breadwinner, the mother and father combined, doing everything that one parent is, well, usually doing with help of someone. Okay. And Knight of Swords in reverse, again, that's detachment, coldness. It's like you have to. Mm, okay, she didn't burn herself. That's my other cat. I don't think she made an appearance, or maybe she did. I don't know. I don't remember which one of the old videos I posted. And but in the recent ones, she didn't make an appearance yet until today. So something special about it. Where was I? Yeah, um, the coldness. You have to pretend that you're cool, that everything's all right, even though the heaviness of the responsibility or the workload or maybe even finances, I mean, came out as a pentacle. Yeah, it is wearing heavy on you. And the challenging energies is Four of Swords in reverse. So there is resistance from your side to heal, to learn to love yourself, to prioritize yourself in certain ways, to take care better of yourself. As I said earlier, and I was referring to, because this is the core of the reading, throughout interpretation of these cards, basically, this is your responsibility to deliver the Ten of Cups to your family, organization, or I don't know whom, political party perhaps. And Queen of Pentacles in reverse is, I mean, it can be literally a female energy in your vicinity. I don't know, your partner, your coworker, um, a friend, a family member, a mother, um, whatever, that is overly critical toward you, and also possibly um, intrusive, judgmental as well, maybe. It's like, yeah, maybe also mother-in-law. You can't do anything right for this person. But it also could mean other form of supervision and feedback, if it's about work thing, right? It's like, I don't know, people will talk about your mistakes, or mm, people always comment on what you did, mm, ex post facto, right? I mean, everyone's general after the war. Okay. And supporting energies, interestingly, all of them in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. So, Two of Wands in reverse, it's either resisting stepping on the path or simply accepting that not having a plan can be a plan, like a no plan. Seven of Wands in reverse, that is the need to lower your defenses. Your walls are too high up. I mean, you do feel alone and abandoned with your problems and emotions and inability to share it with anyone. But also, you never tried. Or maybe you did try and it didn't go well once or twice and you gave up. And you got yourself maybe imprisoned in this cold control, maybe cold control of your emotions. I'm not saying you are cold and controlling to the people around you, but you are definitely colder because you are suppressing some of your emotions. Right. The Now I remember the blind spot card was talking about inability to allow yourself to also be happy, to feel joy. It's like you're always planning, assessing, and waiting when's the other shoe's going to drop. What else is there to do, to deal with? Because there is always something. It's like the task list has no end. The priorities are shifting. Some people in your life are shifting the priorities without telling you. I don't know. So there is the need to literally step out of the isolation, and I will definitely get some clarifier for the Hermit, and it's a major arcana, and the only major arcana out of these 9 cards. Okay, so let's clarify the seeker. Okay, this one also interestingly turned upside. So it's now upside. It was then before reversed. Page of Pentacles and Three of Cups. Okay, yeah, definitely. What I was getting, but I wanted to confirm because I don't know, it sounded sort of, I don't know. Let's go with it. Is to for you to try to step out the isolation and to find a support group, friend group, locally, online, uh, someone who you can be vulnerable with because you know them for some time. Maybe join some sort of sport group, something where you can meet other men who are maybe exactly in the same position as you are and also don't have someone to share it with. And of course, you don't have to trust everyone and spill all your emotions the second you meet them, but some sort of um, group activity, right? This came together also for a reason. Maybe it's a craft, maybe it's art, maybe you want to start watercolor painting. It's fantastic. Um, where was I? Right. Um, this kind of group can give you um, opportunity to get the people to get to know the people better with time, slowly learn to trust them. What's the method? The glass bead mm, cup of trust. You slowly fill the cup with small beads. And also now I'm getting the thing I wanted to say at the beginning, and I didn't because I don't know. I wanted to know whether it comes out in the reading, but now I'm being reminded um, about it, that the archetype of the king, and it came with the trust, with beads of trust. So it sort of came up, at least for me, as a message from your spirit guides. That is. Um, the archetype of the king is also archetype that is being tested or vetted regularly by the people, the fate, because this archetype is usually um, in power, and power corrupts. It gives you so many opportunities to f with people, to control them, to forbid things, because it's yeah, you are being tested daily, and other people are as well, but this is also something that how works. And I'm not saying like prepare traps for the people in to see whether you can trust them or not, but yeah, maybe sometimes you leave some money on a table, and either the money disappears or s- someone gives them to you. It's a little bit of trust. And this is also something that is happening to you. You are in some way or form in position in power, and people are coming to you with questions, and they don't know things, and or they want to buy something from you, or they want your help, or I don't know. And you are in a position where you can, I don't know, rip them off, give them bad advice because they're competition, or I don't know, control them because it's convenient, more convenient for you, but you don't. And you're giving these little bits of trust to people, and then other people can tell, I trust this person because he or she. I mean, I've been using a lot of he. It's just how it flows with the king. Um, is a person that can be trusted, and this is also a way how you can do the same, to get to know the other people, other men, to get a chance to see whether you can trust them, and then you can open up and have friends to share the burden. Yeah, with the star in reverse. Okay. Um. Now I don't know. I think, for the other readings, at the end reading from the Woodland Wardens. So I'm getting now the hint to do the same, to get one oracle card as an maybe a device. Oh yeah, and I didn't really check the blind spot. It was a fairly quick reading, if I can judge the time based on the incense stick, which is nice because I said I actually am kind of in a hurry. So thank you to the okay, spirit guide, for a quick reading. So one final message, advice. Okay, the eel and iris, safety. Okay, matter of safety with your trust. That's L, right? So 42. Where are we? The eel and iris, safety. Eels are furtive creatures, often burying themselves in the murky depths. The idiom slippery as an eel refers to the eel's ability to escape harm. The iris is the tall, hardy flower from which the fleur de lis, medieval symbol of power and victory, is derived. Together, the stealthy eel and the mighty iris indicate safety in our homes, relationships, and work. Now is a good time to establish healthy boundaries. If others take offense, do not fret over their reaction. Stand firm in your power like the iris. The reverse meaning, I don't know if it came reverse or not. Interesting. Did I? Sorry if I did. Mm. Anyway, but this card is speaking about boundaries. Have safe boundaries. So, like, reasonable boundaries, not walls that are miles high. and a symbol of power. That's also a reference to the king, right? The fleur de lis, which was the symbol of a French monarchy, right? Probably not only. I don't know. Okay. Um, I'm getting that's it. That's everything I had to say. So, um, thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. I hope this reading brought you some help, clarity. I hope that you felt seen and heard. And thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.